teacher ignored the demonstration and used the branch to hit the little boy's head. Fine.
Ouch.
And this guy had sakura. He didn't have hair that day. He had sakura on. Used the branch to hit his head. Stupid boy.
Oh,
useless boy.
Look at me, action. 3, 2, 1, guys, and action. Go and subscribe. I don't know what to say. Debbie, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And it's because I'm always shouting at you people. That is why, please, I beg. I'm not shouting anymore. Kilo, there is no fight now. I beg you people, subscribe for me, okay? Thank you. Anywho, just in town. So, I told you guys that when you come to the Dark Room podcast, as your hostess, the mostest, the hottest, I have gist. Gist. I search into and I look for people that one omo wanyansa ayoba no ho yakama no ho twa. Yes, like people that they can contribute to the well-being of your life. See, when I say subscribe to my channel, it is for your good, and also for my good. Anyways, so today my guest is a fine young lady, young woman, who is very, very passionate about children. She's very passionate about children that are especially having some sort of learning, for lack of a better word, let me say, she'll correct it, learning disability. Children that, when we were all back in school, we had these children that in class, they were not so brilliant when it comes to academics. But these same children, if you put a pencil and a paper in front of them to draw, they were very, very creative. But like when it comes to the normal academics, some of them were not always able to pick up and follow the very smart ones. So my guest today, this young lady, is very passionate about children like that. And for years, she has dedicated her time, herself, her finances, everything to making sure that she provide for children like that. And she is no other person but Onome. Drum rolls, a round of applause. So Onome is here today with me, and she's going to take us through her journey with Onome Child, how it came about, what they are doing, where they are so far, where they intend to go, so that however we can support. But before, me, I like to dig. Let us dig into the intotos and incocos of who Onome is. Onome, welcome.
Thank you very much.
This is Dark Room Podcast with me, HER-LADYSHIP. And today I'm glad that we are having the opportunity to do this. It's been long overdue, if you ask me. It's been forever, but we are finally here. So let's just get straight into it. If I tell you guys what happened to us today before we started this shoot, you will praise God on our behalf. But let's get straight into it. So, Who is Onome? We are seeing the face now, but let us know more into who Onome is.
Okay, thank you very much. Angbang, aka HER-LADYSHIP, aka Eto, aka Pearl. A lot of names. Thank you very much for having me today. Onome. Will I say I have identity crisis? So Onome, formerly known as Linda Angeli.
Okay.
I would say I'm a passionate, humble, loving, dedicated young lady, a teacher. Not to forget that. First of all, a teacher who is passionate about children with learning differences, not difficulties or disabilities.
I'm sorry, learning difference.
So I'm Ghanaian, right, from Upper West region. Nandom to be precise. But because of the name Onome, people think I'm Nigerian. I'm Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. Ghana is in your blood, red, gold, green.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, basically, yeah, that is it.
Okay. So how did Onome come about? Because if you are Ghanaian, Onome, which is a Nigerian name, where does it come from? And what is the whole motive behind you having to name a whole foundation Onome child?
So how did the Onome come about? Okay, well, Onome, as we all know, is a Nigerian name from the Urhobo tribe.
Okay.
Urhobo tribe, and it means this is mine. So would I say it's an adopted name? I don't know whether I should go back to the story.
Please,
like
as for here,
the origin.
As for here, we like to dig. So tell us all the stories.
The origin is so funny. That's why. So back in the days, that's like way back in the university. I was dating this guy. Okay.
Alert.
And you see those days.
We like stories like this.
When you are young, you know, you'll be looking for names for your children, your future kids. When you get married and then grow up and then you give birth, like, you know, what are the names you'd want to name your kids? Exactly. So my boyfriend at the time, you know, we're going through names, list of baby names, and then we came across Onome. So frankly speaking, when we saw the name and then we saw what it meant, it resonated with us. And we decided, in fact, we chose it. Unfortunately, the relationship ended.
It don't curse. He don't curse. In Bobrisky's voice, he don't curse.
However, I decided to adopt the name. So he still like teases me, like I still owe him, like I still have to pay him royalties for bringing forth Onome kind of. So the meaning is this is mine, and then I used it because of the energy it carries. So with Onome child, literally this is my child.
Okay.
So we treat the children as like ours. Basically.
Okay. But you know, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You know, once you have brought boyfriend into the matter, we will talk about boyfriend kakra because hey. So finally, it don't cast, and then you still have the name Onome.
Yeah.
But wait, this was way back when uni.
Yes.
Hey.
2009.
They've take you to school and have paid school fees for you. You and boy have went sit in hostel room and you are choosing names to use and name children. Set of course. So now
all did that.
So now after they couldn't name their two children, she decided to use it to name so many children. Imagine.
Exactly.
But that is I mean the correlation, just like what I'm saying. After it's not just between you and someone, now it's a name for every child that comes in contact with you. Like this is mine. This is mine. You are treating the child just like you will do your own.
Exactly.
I think the whole idea of Onome child is very noble. It's very humbling, and it's very very thoughtful. Thoughtful is the word I'm looking for, because I'm saying that with regards to the fact that children with these learning differences, most people do not pay attention to them. Even teachers. It becomes annoying for a lot of teachers and even parents when they realize that the child is not picking up as much as they want the child to pick up. Your father or your mother will ask you that the one who got 100% in your class, no, or the one who is first in your class, the person having two heads. You see? And I think gradually these things demoralize
the children.
Yes, and their self-confidence and stuff. Bringing me to you as a teacher, did anything peculiar happen to make you want to start this foundation? You have told us how the name came about, but did anything push you? Did you experience something as a child No, you didn't. I know you're my sister. You were a shark. You didn't experience anything.
I wasn't a shark like that, too. I don't know why people think I was a shark.
But did anything happen maybe when you were teaching, growing up with your friends, your personal experience that made you feel like, no, I need to come up with a foundation like this or an NGO like this to cater for the needs of children with these learning differences?
Okay, so growing up, I always knew that I would establish an organization, but I didn't know what the organization should focus on.
Okay.
So for Onome Child, I wouldn't say it's my personal experience in the classroom. I wasn't a shark as my family members think I was or I am. I was like an average, a little bit above average.
You see? A little bit above average.
But growing up, I experienced how my teachers like related to my colleague students who were slow learners. I just took some cues from them. And I believe that right now, the way I relate with children, if my teachers back then had related that same way, like with me, I would have been far, far better off. Now, back to why Onome Child. I had an experience, not as a student, but as a teacher in the classroom setting. So, my first major job, aside the medical lab, I worked in the lab before and all that, was to teach in the private school. I taught for about 2 or 3 years, but I just wasn't fulfilled, let me put it that way. I thought teaching wasn't my calling, so I decided to leave. I just had to quit. I quit, and then at the end of the day, I ended up in another school. So this experience happened in the second school. I was assigned to primary 2 as a classroom teacher, and I was also teaching them the subject called reasoning. Verbal reasoning, logical reasoning kind of thing. It was a private school, by the way.
Because I told you, hey, what is reasoning for us? Yeah, reason you.
So reasoning, you see, when you come as a new teacher, you have this orientation from your colleague classroom teacher. So he was telling me about the kids and all that. And was like, you see this boy over there. There was this popular, very, very well-known little boy, primary 2 boy. He's called Wasiu. You see this boy over there? Oh, forget about him. His head is just empty. He's stupid. Like, he's the least student, you know. He's the
ones
least
we
child,
popularly call the dandyheads.
Exactly. Like Zuku, Tiwi, all the nasty words you could think of. This teacher, you know, introduced me. And he was like, okay. He also introduced me to the smart ones.
Obviously.
So in this class where these twins, Achu and Eche, very smart. You see Achu and Eche, they are good. They are smart. So I observed this Wasiu guy, supposed, you know, damaged child. When the teacher said all those things, I just smiled and then kept quiet. So one day, this teacher was their science teacher, actually. So he came to the class for a lesson. He wanted to see whether they remembered like the previous lesson. It was about measurement. So he came with a very fat cane, like more or less like a branch, a very fat a branch.
We are coming to beat and kill you.
A branch. It wasn't like the normal coffee cane that we all knew. So, you know, classroom teacher, you have this table at the corner.
Yeah.
And he was like, who can tell me ways in which we can measure length? Like, you know, give me ways in which we can measure length. Then the smart ones, you know, say me. Yes, he was now calling the smart ones. And we're like, tape measure, ruler, they were mentioning. Then he got to this little gentleman, Wasiu, supposed damaged child. Use the branch to hit the table. Bang, bang.
Already in the machine.
Was you mention one way in which you can use to measure length. Anytime I recall this story, like I get teary because
do you want to cry? I feel like I can see that within your like.
I would try not to. It's as if I am reliving the
moment.
Yeah.
Please cry.
Once
we encourage crying here.
Once he got up from his seat, looked into the ceiling, okay, and kept his hand this way on his chin. Then he did this way.
As in to be
as
thinking?
As a sign that, he's thinking.
Okay.
This teacher didn't give him time. He just used the branch to hit the table. Bang, bang, bang.
Ouch.
Give me one way which we can use to measure length. Wasu had forgotten the name, but he could demonstrate.
Okay.
So he began to demonstrate on his desk by using his thumb and his little finger, measuring from one point to the other. 1 point to the other. It could, can't we measure length this way?
Yeah, we do.
So this method is called the hand span. Measuring length by using your thumb and then your little finger.
Yeah.
Her ladyship, as a teacher, you have seen that the child is demonstrating on the table. What would you have done?
Give him time. Give him time. You know, or even guess what he's trying to do.
Yes. Or give him clues, right?
Yeah. Mention a few of them. He will remember what he's trying to do.
Exactly. This teacher, you see, you are not a teacher, but you have this nyansa. This teacher ignored the demonstration and used the branch to hit the little boy's head. Fine.
Ouch.
And this guy had sakura.
Ouch.
He didn't have hair that day. He had sakura on. Used the branch to hit his head. Stupid boy.
Oh,
useless boy. In fact, if you don't study hard, you would end up on the streets. You become a truck pusher. I am not mixing up words. These were the exact words this teacher put across. The teacher went further and said, you know your sister in the nursery class, she's far better than you. So while she was in class 2,
that's breaking,
and had a kid sister in nursery, and I learned the kid sister was very smart. The teacher compared the little sister with this boy. Once you at this moment stopped demonstrating,
of course,
then his head was down. Tears were in his eyes.
Oh.
The child went ahead and said, if you don't study hard, you become a truck pusher, and your father would take you out of this school. Like your father is just wasting money on you, spending lots on school fees. He will take you out of this school. So it's a private school. Yes, a lot of school fees, all right. At this moment, I was sitting at the corner, like tears were in my eyes, and should I say that I was frozen on my seat. I didn't know what to do, whether to correct him that instant.
It's your colleague. Couldn't, you see, in front of all the kids,
in front of the children.
Yeah, that wouldn't be right.
I couldn't correct him, and I couldn't also say anything.
Save you from the situation.
The teacher wanted to involve me. Madam, you see what I was telling you? I told you he's useless, he's stupid, his head is just empty. Madam, you see, like, so he was inviting me to contribute. And I just ignored. My head was down this way. And this was a teacher who has gone through teacher training college. What college? Education. Like a professional teacher. Let me put it that way. So if the professional teacher should behave this way towards this child, talk less of
someone who didn't even go through.
Exactly. So that day, it brought tears into my eyes, and the boy looked at me in disappointment, because immediately I came to the class and the teacher told me about this boy. I took interest in him. So I was like trying to get closer to him and all that, trying to help him bit by bit and so on and so forth. So he looked at me as if, oh, madam is disappointed in me.
Of course, because for the
and
new teacher, it's like
down.
They've already put ideas into your head.
Exactly. Tears were in my eyes. So it was that day. It was on that day. That day. I knew. Day. I just knew that if calling. I would start an organization, it would be about helping children who have learning those days I would say learning difficulties, but now I say learning differences. They learn differently. What is more important? So you see, the teacher was focusing on
being able to say it,
the hand span. What is more important than practical work? The boy could demonstrate it. Is that one not even more important than just knowing the name and not being able to demonstrate? Then the teacher went ahead. Okay, who can tell me? Then children are very mean people. Children are very rude. So while the teacher was giving all these insults back to back, they were there. They were laughing.
Yeah, obviously.
Kids who are even slow learners, they were also laughing. So who can tell me the name? Then say me, smart ones. Yes. Hand span. Clap for him. So that way the teacher is happy. Like, what have you achieved? You're supposed to motivate that boy. Of course, he was demonstrating. You're supposed to give him clues. Another story about this same Wasu. In your school, were they giving you dictation?
Oh.
At the beginning of the week, they'll write a list of words.
Maths dictation, English dictation, French dictation, science dictation. Just say.
They'll write a list of words, okay, at the corner of the board. And students are supposed to learn these words. Then by the end of the week,
learn how to spell them.
Yes, exactly. We have a spelling test or dictation. Primary 2 dictation, every week once you get 0/10. Every week once you get 0/10. So the English teacher for some days, okay, didn't come and asked me to conduct the spelling test. But that particular week's dictation, I was like, no, Washi is getting 0 because he's not learning the words. So every break time, I'll dedicate my time to him. Come, let's learn the words. Then we'll learn it together. Then Eche, one of the smart twins, will be like, Madam, I want to also learn. He already knows the words, but he came to support Wasu. And that was just a kind gesture of him. So when others saw Eche also learning, then a couple of, other few students, two girls also came and joined. So they supported Wasu. We were learning the words together. Every break, they will come. Every break time. Then once he began to open up, he was that shy person. He will not talk to anybody.
How can he talk?
He'll be playing on his own, that kind of thing. On the day of the spelling test, the English teacher called me to conduct the test because she wouldn't be in school. I said, okay, no problem. I conducted the test. We marked, and for the first time in history, once you had 6/10.
You are kidding.
The whole class jubilated. They clapped for him. They congratulated him. I hugged him. And that school, they will paste the results. Okay,
hey, everybody will see some
on the door, so that when your parents, come on
for you, they will see
for you. Like let's say Monday morning or so, then they will see it. So this English teacher came Monday morning, and she just decided to check how her children fared in the spelling. She was going, okay, Eche 10/10, Achu 10, as usual, okay.
Then Wasu
6/10.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Wasu, where are you? Wasu, come here. You copied. You copied. I know you copied. Hey, I'm bang. At this moment, like I was just there. This one, dear. I said the first incident, I didn't talk, but this one, I will not let it go. I said, Madam, he didn't copy. He actually learned the words. You not believe what this woman told me? No. Ah, Madam, no. This one learned the words. He copied. It's a lie. It's a lie. He copied. You, you copied it. You will do the test again. You spell the words again alone. Once you kept his head down this way and was just hearing you copied. What? And I was trying to correct the madam. The madam didn't even look at me and was still insisting, trying that this boy copied. Following week spelling test. Once you come and let's learn the words, once you dodge me.
Obviously.
Why should he come and learn the words
sad,
again?
because the ones he put effort to learn, they said he copied.
Exactly.
This is sad.
No motivation. Once you come and let's learn, Eche, go and look for Wasu throughout break time.
You can't find Wasu.
You can't find Wasu. When it's break over, you see him, he'll come and sit down.
Just say he ran away, he hid somewhere.
After all,
what's the motivation? It doesn't matter.
Even if he studies and
they will still say he copied.
They will say he copied. What is the essence of studying? That is how Wasu went from 6 to 4 back to 0.
Ow.
And I witnessed one day when the teacher came and saw Wasu 0. She was like, good. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, she was now okay. She was now satisfied.
I don't know if the camera can see me, but like I'm having goosebumps all over me. Like this is the sad truth of our Ghanaian education system. This is the sad truth. Like, see, it's not even a joke, because all of us, if we are being true to ourselves, we've all been in school. And for those of us that were not so good academically, you will see the treatment is vast. They don't have time for you.
That is how
they
the
don't have
system
time
has
to do
been
anything,
built.
because this is a teacher that has gone through teaching training, like you're saying. It's a professional teacher. This teacher has everything to make him a teacher, but compassion. What is teaching without compassion?
What is it?
Like there is no
teaching without patience.
Yes, without
teaching without empathy.
That is why it is teaching. You are taking your time to show someone something.
It is a calling.
It is a calling. But unemployment in tea, joblessness in tea, it's not a calling. It is, I am looking for the next job that can give me money. So everybody is getting into it. People do not have the patience, they don't have the time, they don't have the compassion. But this is where we have found ourselves as a country.
It's sad.
And then when you have projects like this, you will not even find people rushing to support it. This is the kind of people you like things you should be pouring money into. I mean, to help, because I'm sad. I am so sad. And you see the difference between what you did and what happened. Let me just make a quick comparison here. So when you started to teach WASU, which is the very first time the class have seen something like that. The class have seen a teacher going an extra mile to give WASU an attention. What happened? The other smart child joined in. Yeah. You get? The child joined in. So it's basically what adults teach children. They are mean in class. It's because the teacher is first mean. If you are insulting him, useless boy, this boy, the children do not, the rest of the children do not see reason to even play with him, because you have given them the difference in, I don't know. I don't know.
Thinking cap.
I don't know, but
it's sad.
Anyways, so this is how very, very touching and emotional story. I mean, I feel like you had all the motivation to start on a child, and the name suits perfectly into you telling us how this whole thing started, because this, you have taken a child to be yours. This is mine, and you are taking your time to take them through it. So far on a child right now, what do you guys do? What is the we've heard your story, we've heard how the name came about, but what do you do exactly? What are you doing with the children? How are you helping them learn? How are you even getting the children? So what is the whole organization about?
Exactly. So our mission is to create an enabling environment. that will develop these children with learning differences. So how do we get the children? Like, obviously, we'll find them in the schools. So we go from school to school.
Okay.
And then when we talk to the school administration, they are like, oh yeah, we have
children like that.
Yes,
and there will always be children like that.
A lot of them like that. So usually our programs, they are based on, first of all, like motivation. We inspire, we nurture, we work on the child's mindset. Mindset is number one.
Yeah.
Some of these children are going through a lot in their homes, in their classrooms, in the society. And then when we say we are creating an enabling environment, the parents, they are part of the environment, the teachers, the society, and the students as well. So apart from that, so we try and educate the parents,
which
because
is very
some of them,
important.
the parents too, they are part of the children's problems.
They are part of it.
You will not believe a child was studying, okay, then a teacher was passing and was commending the child. Oh, Kofi, you are studying today. Oh, nice, congratulations. And the mother was like, this one studying. Oh no, madam, he's only pretending. No, don't be deceived, he's only pretending. So the parents are part of their problems. A parent can tell a child that if you don't get 8 A's, I'll divorce your mother. Like things like that. Seriously. So like there is a lot of work to be done. We don't want to focus on only the academic work. At Onome Child, we believe that academic work is not all that. It is fine if you don't understand 1 + 1. Okay, there's also something you understand as someone who understands 1 + 1
do not understand.
Exactly.
So like hand skills, their creativity.
Exactly. Creativity, hands-on skills. Yeah. We'll be incorporating that a lot this year, hopefully.
Okay.
And lest I forget, we are 4 years this
Hooray!
May. We started officially in 2020.
Okay.
During the COVID lockdown.
Okay.
Exactly. So I was at my corner
doing what you can do. So do you organize how was this done? So when you go to the school, you get the children, and then what happened? Do you put them in some sort of a group?
Yeah, so we put them in groups.
Yeah, what is like? Take us through the detailed process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for instance, if it's one of our projects like the Read Write Clinic, so we group them. Yeah, according to their reading levels.
Okay.
Some of them can't read at all. Others too, they are good but they are not fluent. So we group them in that manner. Then we take them through our reading programs. Yes, we believe in consistency when it comes to this reading, when it comes to the Read Write Clinic. So as much as possible, we try to meet them every morning on a daily basis. It's actually tiring, yes. Tedious, stressful.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't have a lot of volunteers helping you. So when we are available, we go there and have these reading sessions with them. Aside the reading sessions too.
So you go to the schools?
Yes.
Okay.
And then have these reading sessions. Then we also train the teachers as to how to handle the children. So that at least in our absence, they can, continue with their good work. So we are just there to complement the teachers, to support them in whatever they are already doing. Sometimes when we go to certain schools, they feel that we are coming to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Some schools will not even give us an audience.
Yeah.
They feel that we want to come and see their weaknesses. Okay. For instance, you send a letter to a school. Oh, we are an organization. We are running this project, the Read Write Clinic. We want to help the children. We want to set up a club in your school. Take your children through some activities, career, activities between the lines where it's more about emotional, stability. Because if you are not emotionally stable, you don't have a focused mind to learn. Then they read right clinic. They'll be like, okay, I will get back to you.
And they'll never get back.
They'll never get back. And then you make a follow up. Oh, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. Like as if we are not coming to take your jobs away from you. We're just coming to help you.
They don't want it.
They don't want our help.
They know they are not doing a. So if you come, you will see a lot
help.
of loopholes. Don't you think? Do you guys have an office? I feel like you need an office. You need a space instead of going. They come.
Oh, hallelujah. We do.
I am prophesying into the future, right?
You are.
Yes.
You are.
So instead of going, parents, you meet the parents. They will enroll them for free.
Exactly.
If you have benevolent people that are willing to help you financially, they can enroll for free. So after school, then they come after school. Oh,
yes.
I'm saying
you
what?
are right. Aki, you are right.
Aki.
We have an office. By the grace of God, we had an office space.
Okay. Wonderful.
But we are still trying to set it up, make it look child friendly. You know. It has to really be educational and then child friendly in a very nice environment. Teshinungwa Estate.
Okay.
Opposite Morning Glory Montessori. A very serene, nice environment. So we are still trying to set up the office space.
Okay.
With your benevolence, maybe.
we
were looking at this month, but Charlie,
the way things are going, we understand hard. It's not easy in this country called Ghana. A country called Ghana that they premiered yesterday. It is not easy in this country called Ghana. It's not easy. But it's so difficult that the good works people are putting their sweat to do. It's not even seen. It's so difficult. Now you're in a country where you are thinking of what to eat tomorrow. Is it money to now come and build office? Hey,
exactly.
Anyways,
that is what I actually think about my volunteers. You see, a lot of people see what we are doing online, then they would, sign up to volunteer and all that. When it comes to the job at hand on the field, the volunteers wouldn't show up. But I understand it is hard.
It is.
It is hard. As much as they have signed up to as a volunteer,
Volunteer doesn't mean free.
At the back of their mind,
it's not free. I've only volunteered to help you. I didn't say don't give me lorry fare or don't give me food to eat.
At the end of the day, they'll be expecting something.
Obviously.
I don't know whether they've even gotten their daily bread, and I'm asking them to
come and volunteer and also shout. No.
Exactly. So it's difficult.
That is actually bringing me to my next question. What are some of the challenges you are facing with this whole organization? Some of the challenges that you wish you could get help from, whether from the government, from GES, from benevolent individuals, from people that are well-to-do and at least can give something small. What are the challenges you are facing that you want to put it out there?
A year after we started on Child, like I was asking myself, who sent me? Who sent me?
Wahala.
Who sent me? Wahala. What kind wahala be this?
Oh.
I don't know if I can speak pidgin here, but
please speak pidgin.
What kind? Waiting be this?
Waiting be this. Waiting be this.
Who sent me? My sister. Who sent me? It's not easy. It is not easy. Hey, it is far from being easy.
What you sent you?
What you sent me? So, this will I call her a mentor or someone I look up to?
Okay.
She's called Linda Tay.
Okay.
So her organization, Lintel Aid. When I feel this way, like I just call her. Then Linda, motivates me. She will tell me your purpose sent you. your purpose sent
in
you.
life.
I'm very grateful for Linda Tay of Lintel Aid Ghana. She's also doing very, very well. So, the challenges are countless. Number one, is the finances. How you have to sacrifice your own money, like your salary. I'm a teacher. a government teacher.
Your 2 cedi salary. Government teachers, they're two cedis that they pay you.
Paid?
2 cedis.
And I'm even a non-professional.
Imagine. And
teachers,
you're 1 cedi 50 pesos. We've something so 1 cedi 50 pesos.
Teachers, we have professional teachers and non-professional teachers.
You are not a non-professional teacher. You are a passionate teacher. Passion took you there.
Okay,
passion took you there.
Exactly. So, when you have to depend on your salary to run activities, okay, you see, when you start an organization like that, people wouldn't want to invest or sponsor or support. They want to see how far you have even kept your money into it. They want to see how far that you have gone. Some people would, act as if, they want to help, but they'll stay at the background and just observe you. It's like they just want to observe, okay, let us see how far she'll go, something of that sort.
Before they'll do anything.
But it has been grace upon grace and the benevolence of some few individuals. Basically, we haven't had any big sponsorship from any big company. We are trying. We have applied. We have started applying.
Are you a Christian?
I am.
You believe so much in God.
Yes.
And the miracles God can perform.
Exactly. I am.
Mention 5 big companies that you want them to sponsor Onome Child. Given the opportunity, like right now, with our Christian faith, the way we are using it to conquer you people. Mention 5 companies that they will take Onome Child from grass to grace. Companies that tomorrow children organizations, tomorrow children, just like the story of Wasu, people can point fingers or a hand to this child and say, because of Nestle, this child went to school. Like me, as I am sitting here, because of MTN Ghana. No, like I want you to mention it like that. Because of MTN Ghana, I have the opportunity to sit here and be who I am, even though I feel like I am not there yet. But if it was not for MTN, you won't even find me on your screens, my dear. Nanka, my life, Apaska. So forever and ever, thanks to MTN Ghana.
How you got the MTN scholarship too? It's also a huge story.
It is. I told people
how you had to take it by force.
I grabbed it like this. And guys, let me just put this in person. I told her I wouldn't mention it, but you sent me the flyer and link right about the same time as Antoine also sent it to me. So my sister said, she was like, the way things are doing, hallelujah, praise the Lord. We need help in this house. We need help for my younger sister to go to school. So she was looking for means and ways. Then she found MTN Bright Scholarship and she sent it to me. She was like, apply, try. I did, and then MTN. Thank you so much. MTN, thank you. Forever in my life, I've removed my yam for you people. Hey! So please, let's mention 5 companies that...
5 companies or organizations. MasterCard Foundation.
That's good.
Then GIZ, or the German Embassy. Yes. They're actually also very good, like doing well in that
things,
field.
Yeah, okay. Please, if you know somebody in German Embassy, this is how it happens. Tell someone to tell someone to tell someone.
Hallelujah.
So,
German Embassy, they can really
move you from grass to grace. Let's continue.
I know, right? Okay, so we have World Literacy Foundation.
Okay, yeah.
African Dyslexia Organization as well.
Yeah.
Ghana Book Trust.
Okay.
Ghana Library Authority. CEO, Mr. Hayford.
Mr.
Hayford.
Mr. Hayford,
to give me books.
Mr. Hayford, we want the books. We do. We want the books.
Please. I have followed up a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I think after this week, next week, I have to march to his office again. Mr. Hayford, please. Please. We need the books. We need the books.
We do.
I know money you don't have. What you have, you give to me.
Which is books. Give us books.
Yes, give us books.
Anyway, so okay, talking about books, what are some of the things you need when it comes to material things to aid the children?
Yeah.
What are some of the things you need? So books, we are looking at books. What else?
We are looking at storybooks.
Do you do donations too?
Yes, we do. Can you
Okay.
imagine? With the little we have,
Wow.
we still donate. We still donate. We donated to Jill Golden School, and we also donated a few to His Grace International School, a very deprived school for that matter. And we are looking at even donating more to His Grace to celebrate our 4th anniversary.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are some of the
materials.
things people can give to help with these donations and stuff?
So reading and writing material. So with the storybooks, we have different books like of various levels.
Ages, yeah.
We use Peter and Jane, the legendary Peter and Jane series, to teach the kids reading. Yes. So if you have Peter and Jane series or any other book series that help in learning reading, phonics books. We also donate exercise books, reading and writing materials, whiteboards. For instance, His Grace School, they are still using blackboards and chalk. They need whiteboards
and markers
and dusters, and they sit on benches. We are grateful. Well, I know there are some places that they still sit on the floor. Yes, but His Grace School, I'm so passionate about this school because, like,
when you saw the living condition of the school, it was heartbreaking. And the founder is so passionate, Mr. Michael. Very passionate. That when it rains, water enters the class, and the little wall they have done, or even the blocks like falls down. Then he rebuilds, and he has gotten a lot of negative comments like he should just close down the school. He should just close down the school. Why? But he is still pursuing, because the school is actually serving the community. Yeah.
You see these kiosk estates that we have in various communities. Yeah, so the Okwe Gono community, His Grace School serves those children whose parents can't
take
afford.
them to other schools.
Exactly. As low as even his school fees is, still they can't pay.
They can't even
They
afford
still
it.
come. He feeds them and everything. So it's about helping another passionate,
Person.
educator
Okay.
to put his head above the waters.
Do you
just
donate
to encourage
food
him.
items and other stuff?
Food items.
Yeah,
Okay,
food.
we haven't donated food before.
Okay.
Maybe when we have a program, then we have some refreshments.
Okay.
And all that.
Okay. So which refreshment? So which means we are looking at Nestle can give you some products.
Exactly.
Yeah. We are looking at
Vita.
yeah, we are looking at Fanny, these people, they are called what? The people that do Trillium, company. They can give you some drinks, some biscuits, and that too.
Yes.
At least do our day for the children.
Exactly.
Okay,
You can say
okay.
that again.
Okay. Well, all too soon. I mean, our conversation is coming to an end, and I am with mixed emotions right now, right? Because I do not know if I have half the passion you have. If I had half the passion you had, oh Jesus. Because this takes pure passion for someone to do. Me, my chop money no they reach me. My chop money no they reach me. I also use part of my chop money to buy books for somebody.
Exactly.
Hey,
People say I'm always broke.
no, don't people
don't
don't say
know.
I am your family member. We say when I call my sister and say, hey, my landlord is telling me. My landlord says you live in some. My sister said I don't have money. I said you are working. You are working every day. You don't have money. Why, Sister Linda? Why? Why? But today I have a change.
you have a change of
I don't
mind,
even
right?
still have a
but
change
like,
of mind.
I do well. I do well. I actually think about my family members. But my mom really thinks I don't know.
Celestina.
Sometimes they think I'm greedy. I feel they think I'm greedy, but I'm not greedy. Oh.
But where's the money?
There. Eto, I don't spend a lot on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy Brazilian hair.
See, it is not here. I'll come and say
I
your
don't-
matter. But if I want to say your matter, when you go, when this one, when you open her window, she have 3 clothes. She have
Is
2
it part
shoes.
of that?
She have 2 shoes. Then so she's working monthly and yet every day she doesn't have money. You don't use the money to dress. Where's the money?
How do you not have 2 shoes?
I haven't not been to your house. What I won't get dressed and wear.
I don't spend money on clothes, shoes, or Brazilian hair, bags. What at least
give
every
all to
21st
Wasu
century-
and company.
what every lady would want to, or
Have.
makeup. It is fine. It is okay to look good. Just stand out. You understand? I know my sisters, they really help me a lot. They'll be like, oh, I say, see you at least, kakra, dress kakra, wear small wig, small makeup kakra. I'm trying. But I'll get there.
Yeah.
For now, I'll say 99%. Aside a little, I'll send home to
To do a
the
few
Angeli
things here.
family.
Yeah. Projects here and there.
99% goes on my child. And some children that depend on me. You see, you just be there and then somebody will call. I have a lot of children. Somebody will call from UDS. You see, somebody will call from Tech or from Sunyani Poly. We are about to write exams. I've not paid my fees.
Me.
They are sucking us. You see, so all these monies, well, I know one day to eventually pay. But family,
we
I
should
also have
hold
in
on.
mind, okay?
Look at how they have put us just in the list. We are like the 100th list. It's impactful. I mean, regardless, it's impactful. It means that you think of your passion as a bigger thing that you need to achieve, that which is your
blow,
actual true calling.
Yes.
You let's blow and don't give us money and see.
I'll give you people.
Anyways, Onome, it's been wonderful to have you.
Same here.
It's been a good conversation. But before we round up, I just always give like 30 seconds. What would you put out there as a form of motivation to every young person watching you, or every young child watching you having these learning differences? What would you tell parents that have kids with these learning differences? What would you tell teachers that have children like this in their class with these learning differences? What would you tell all of them?
With the parents, I'll ask them to have patience. Like, they should just be patient with their kids. I know how stressful it can be. I just thought of this child that I am teaching.
Okay.
And the mom is actually investing a lot in him.
into the kid.
Still, the child is not getting to the level that the mom wants him to get to.
Yeah.
But his little brother is very, very smart, and is always on top, like, let's say, first to fifth position and all that. And here is the case. Here lies the case that the elder brother getting to the last and all that. But how would I put it? You see, there are 2 different children, right? From the same parents.
Yeah.
The boy's father works elsewhere, so more or less the pressure is only on the mother.
Mom.
And there are some instances, or perhaps should I say that I witnessed something that informed the decision that the boy feels that the mom doesn't care like enough about
For
his
him.
situation for him, because sometimes one day I asked the boy, for instance, the way his little brother is smart, does he get hurt sometimes? Does it intimidate him? And he agreed. He was like, yes, it really gets to him, and sometimes the boy teases him. And the mother was there when he was saying those things. And so the mother asked, but why don't you tell me? That I've tried telling you several times, but you just ignore. And then tears were in his eyes. So as parents, first of all, I know that parents doesn't really compare them, but the boy feels much attention is being given to the other one. So as much as possible, just I know it's difficult, but love your children equally, and let the smarter ones understand that, hey, you should support your siblings who are less smart and all that. And it is just about your support and patience and then love.
How about to the teachers and then the rest of the community?
With the teachers too, the teachers, I'll say teaching is a calling, okay? It doesn't matter how many degrees, how many colleges you have gone through, you know, to become a professional teacher. But kudos to those teachers who are really doing well. There are very good teachers out there who dedicate their time, their resources, their monies. Kudos to them. Thumbs up if you are that teacher. But if you also know that you are the teacher who goes into the classroom and all you do is to insult the kids and all that, just know that just one word that you say can make or unmake a child. The child just needs, you know, that
a little push.
Little push, little support, that patience. If the child realizes that you, a teacher, you are interested in him, he will do everything possible
to make you proud.
To what? Please you. But if every teacher is against him, like,
he doesn't see reason to.
Exactly. Most of the will I say the good stories or the testimonies that kids or students have told me was about the fact that when I entered their class, they had never seen a teacher like me before. Like, I paid attention to them. I took the pain to even know where they stayed and all that. So it is just one little thing that I did that like changed their lives. They are in the university right now and they still compliment that gesture. So it's just about love, support. I think it comes naturally. I don't know. But they'll teach you in the training college.
Oh, forget those ones, they don't work.
Those
ones, they don't work.
But I think it is more inbuilt.
It's more.
It is a calling. If I know once in a while as a teacher you get frustrated.
Absolutely.
You get angry. Lose it, But there are various ways of managing your emotions in front of these children. Sometimes the kids really make me upset. I just, close my eyes, take a deep breath, and smile. Because I have to be cautious of what I say, what I do is going to affect them. So it's a skill. Let me put it that way.
Well, I don't think I have much to say in addition to what she has just said. But generally, all I can use to conclude our conversation is that be patient. Be patient. Be parent, be teacher, society. Just be patient. We are not all the same. Like you see, the fingers are not the same. So we learn differently, we climb differently, and our futures are different. So this is Onome Child, literally meaning this is mine, and she's taking the children as her own. We are out here asking for support to all benevolent individuals, to organizations that can come to our aid. This is a very passionate, emotional, yet very important organization, NGO that we are coming with. And then she needs volunteers as well. If you are interested in children, taking care of children, building them up, please volunteer. So, Onome, just very quickly, how do they get to you? If someone wants to volunteer, if someone wants to help you out, donate, how do they get to you?
Okay, so we are on Facebook as Onome Child. You can reach us there. Instagram, same, Onome Child. Yes, and LinkedIn as well. You can also call on 024 7042
Okay. Again.
Take it again. 02470427772.
All right. I'll drop the number below so that you can see it as well.
Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you so much. I'm grateful.
Thank you too
And this is the Dark Room
having me.
podcast with Her Ladyship. And I told you we talk about everything. Once it's a thing that exists, it concerns me. It concerns me. And if it concerns me and I sit here and I'm wearing this my black bonnet with these my specs, I'll talk about it. And thank you all so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, don't forget to press the notification button for any time I post. And also, try as much as possible to leave a like and a comment. I appreciate it. Until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.